Strawberries and cream is one of my most favourite summer flavour combinations, and I'm going to show you how to make this delicious mouth-watering strawberry and cream gateau. Start off by separating your eggs into two mixing bowls. Put the whites to the side while you start working on the yolks first. Add in oil, milk, and then give that a good whisk together. Measure out your corn flour and your plain flour, and then some salt as well, and then sift that into your yolk mixture. Give it a good whisk until everything is nice and combined and there's no lumps remaining. Set that aside. Now we bring back our egg whites. We're going to whisk them until they go nice and frothy and foamy. Weigh out our sugar into a bowl. I'll just use the same bowl as I weighed the flour in, because who likes the extra washing up? Slowly add in your sugar while you're whisking until you reach stiff peaks. If you turn the bowl over, then it shouldn't fall out, so that means it's done. Add a little bit of your meringue into your yolk mixture and give it a good mix until it's thoroughly combined. Doing this will just make it a lot easier to mix the yolk mixture into the meringue. Gently fold this together until it all just becomes one colour, and don't over mix it because you don't want to deflate all that egg white. Get yourself a large tin and then put your cake tin with a baking paper inside the large tin, and then pour in your butter and level it out. Give it a good few taps to get rid of any air bubbles. Fill the large tin with some water because we're going to bake this in our preheated oven. I'll put the temperature and everything below for a good 80 minutes. While the cake is baking in the oven, you want to prepare the filling. So start by chopping up your strawberries into small pieces and pop them into a bowl. Separate 100 grams of your strawberries into a smaller bowl. I'll explain why later. Grab yourself a saucepan. You want to add sugar, corn flour and water into there, and put it on a medium heat and mix it together until the corn flour all kind of dissolves and there's no lumps remaining. Add in your large bowl of strawberries and mix that in. Then you want to squeeze in half a lemon. Make sure you don't get any pips in there. Just continue to reduce your strawberries on a medium heat until it becomes nice and thick. You could even use the back of a spoon to mash them down if you want to. It should take a few minutes. Finally, add in the remaining 100 grams of strawberries. Turn off the heat and just stir them through and allow this to cool completely to one side. Once your cake is baked, put it on a cooling rack to cool completely. Once it's cool, take it out of the tin and then wrap it in cling film to cool completely and pop it in the fridge until you're ready to decorate. For decorating, in a large mixing bowl, you want to add your double cream, icing sugar. Whip your cream using an electric mixer on a medium speed, and it's very important not to over whip the cream. You want to whip it just to the point where it just begins to hold its shape. Okay, as you can see in the video, it's still a little bit runny, and that's how you want it, because it'll be really hard to decorate your cake with overly whipped cream. On your board, but put a bob of your whipped cream, and I cut my cake in half, as you can see here. Put your bottom half of your cake down onto your cake board, and then I fill some cream into a piping bag to do the layer of cream onto the cake here, and this just basically makes the cream a bit more thicker. If you just put it directly on, it's just very slippery, so do it this way and you get an even layer of cream that way as well. So do a layer of cream first and then smooth it with your spatula, and then do a dam of cream above it to hold in the filling. So add half of your strawberry filling, put another bit of cream on top just to hold that top sponge in place as well. Press it down and obviously adjust it just to make sure it's nice and straight. Then you do a nice crumb coat of a very thin layer of cream all the way around the sides of the cake. Once you've done that, you want to stick it in the fridge for about half an hour before you do the final coat of cream on top. And you want to be very gentle when you're using whipped cream to decorate your cake. All right, it's very don't agitate the cream too much, because you'll end up over whipping it as you decorate it. Okay, it's very important to just light touches. So cover the sides of your cake in the cream first and then add a generous layer to the top. Then go ahead with your scraper and go around the cake once. Then fill in any gaps with the remaining cream that you have. So any holes, any bits that have less cream on, just fill those in. And then you want to go ahead and go around with your scraper maybe once or twice until you get the smooth finish that you want. The more you do this, the more stiff the cream is going to get as you go along. So it's hard to do, it's hard to get perfect, but if you do want that good finish, you want to just scrape it as less as possible. Basically, clean up your cake board with a paper towel and then go ahead and pipe your design on top. I just did like a scroll shape with this, and then I piped in stars in the holes, but you can decorate your cake however you want. Put the remaining of the strawberry mixture filling thing on the top of your cake, and then I just piped some more swirls and added strawberry halves to the sides just to finish off the design. But you can decorate this cake however you want. And that's it. That's your delicious strawberry gateau. I did try and get my 7-year-old to record a video when we were cutting it at my in-laws' house. However, yeah, this is the job that she did. I mean, she recorded the cutting bit, but we don't have a picture of the inside of the cake. Measurements in the description box below. Enjoy!